Hey fan, it's me, Aaron.
Triforce Mike!
And we're here to talk about comics. We had one of our best weeks ever last week.
It's insane.
So many events, so many people coming through. We had fans, friends, first-time customers that are probably fans or friends now. Just hundreds of people in and out of the comic shop in Geekies.
Yeah,
we had
no sleep.
Pia Guerra, who she was a sweetheart. She was just, you never know what to expect. You know, you got like these Canadian artists, you have these like French artists, and they're just so awesome.
They're awesome.
It's like Olivier from France. He was
great.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think that maybe we're the problem.
America. I think that our stereotypes are just wrong. But anyway, I mean, but Americans are arrogant and stupid.
Yeah,
so then I assume the other ones are. So anyway, thank you, Pia, for signing hundreds of books, for drawing on a bathroom wall, for coming back 4 times for different events, for watching Star Trek Marathon with us. You were brilliant, teaching an art class. I can't even begin to describe how much we're indebted to you. You rock. And also Jose Marzan Jr. showed up, the inker. Just showed up like, you remember on the Super Bowl when the Black Eyed Peas, and then it was like, oh, Slash, oh, Usher. It was exactly like that. Because
it was cooler.
We never promised anything but Pia, and then suddenly, and it was so good too, because it was Q&A, and I was like, hey, I really like your art, but your inker sucks. And then he's sitting right there, he's like, Hurr! And it was just so brilliant.
It was fun.
So anyway, I'm going to talk about the comics of this week now, because no one cares about all that stuff. But anyway, thank you to everyone that helped us out, showed up, and all that stuff. Green Lantern, I love this book. I love Jeff Johns. War of the Green Lanterns. There's 4 Earth Green Lanterns. By the end of this story, there's only going to be 3. It better not be Guy Gardner. It can be anyone but Guy Gardner. Don't be Guy Gardner, because I see him, he's such a true hero, and I see him picking up the slack for Hal and John and Kyle and having some heroic sacrificial death, but I don't want to see that.
No.
But I can see him doing that because he is the man.
I want Jon Stewart to go, I'm just saying.
Because it's confusing, because you think it's Jon Stewart from The Daily Show.
I talk to anyone, I'm like, oh, Jon Stewart, Green Lantern, and they go, what?
I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's annoying.
But anyway, you racist. The prologue is great, sets everything up. Corona's awesome. He has this gauntlet. And just, I don't know, it's really great. And get ready for the War of the Green Lanterns. Next 2 months are going to be epic. Brightest Day. If you've been reading Brightest Day, you know all these characters that were brought back are all embracing life, figuring out what their purpose is, figuring out why their reason for being, and then dying again. And then dying again. You had the Hawks, you had Aquaman, and this, you can guess what happens this issue by the cover, but I love it. I'm ready for it to be over, though, because I know Swamp Thing's coming back, and every issue that Swamp Thing's not back is a little bit of a disappointment, because I love Swamp Thing so much. I was a Swamp Thing kid. Swamp Thing, you know the Vertigo characters are coming back. Some of them already have. Change Man, we've seen in solicits, is coming back. And I love Vertigo. But Swamp Thing was their biggest dog. I mean, he had movies, he had TV shows, he had a video game. It was
awful.
He had action figures. I still have the action figures.
I have one that comes back together.
You know he's coming, so just bring him already. I want my Swamp Thing. And his name's Alec Holland, my name's Aaron Holland. I just always loved that guy.
It just needs to happen.
I just love that guy.
It just needs to happen.
Batman Beyond's back, and I'm grateful for that, because I liked Batman Beyond as a kid. I'm a little older, but there's a lot of nostalgia for Batman Beyond, and people embraced it. The mini sold so well, it's now an ongoing. And Hush Beyond. The best thing about this was people were attracted for the nostalgia factor. They had the nostalgic feelings, they checked it out, and they kept coming back because it was actually moving the ball forward, breaking new ground, has new characters, has Hush, has, spoiler, doesn't have Stephanie Brown, but I didn't want to say who it has. It has a spoiler, and it's great. Ongoings on issue 3, both that and the graphic novel comes out this week. Annihilators, Abnett and Lanning, also friends of the store.
Oh man, yeah.
He just interviewed them recently for a Nerdy Show.
Them for a Nerdy Show. Go up later this week, but yeah. There's a lot of good stuff.
This overpowered team, the Annihilators. It's 5 characters that are super duper powered.
Alpha plus.
To take care of these threats that keep happening. All these annihilation level threats keep coming. And instead of having this ragtag group like the Guardians, they put together this group. But you still have your space animals. You still have Cosmo the dog. And then there's a backup story with Rocket Raccoon, my very favorite, and Groot. And a guest star. But Rocket Raccoon and Cosmo are still in here, and they're the most important. Not Nova, not Star-Lord. Those are the ones we're really reading it for, and you're in luck they're both in here. Deadpool .1, yes, he's off in space last issue. Yes, he'll be in space next issue. Yes, this happens in between, but if you're a Deadpool fan, you don't care because, they explain it all on one page as he's arguing with himself. And It doesn't matter. It's Deadpool. And if you're not reading Deadpool, check out this issue. It's a single issue story.
It's fun.
It's hilarious. And if you like this story, you will love all of Deadpool. And if you don't like this story, you probably won't like any of it.
Or anything.
But like, say you played Marvel vs. Capcom or whatever, and you're
Yes.
like, this Deadpool character is pretty cool. I want to check him out. But there's all these volumes, all this stuff.
Right.
You know, and then boom, we'll sell you this. Find 33.1 has this cover that looks awesome, and that's Deadpool. Wolverine goes to hell. Jason Aaron. I love Jason Aaron. His Weapon X was a little shaky. Wolverine Weapon X, it was hard to sell because people thought it was a flashback story.
They were all confused.
They thought it was the Weapon X project back in the day. They thought it was, a continuation of Barry Windsor Smith's Weapon X. It wasn't any of those things. And, whatever. Jason Aaron also didn't like the title. Like, he was like,
the title,
I don't know.
They should pull it off the graphic novels.
So anyway, this is Wolverine Goes to Hell. It's a new launch, and Wolverine's best he is at what he does, and what he does is kill people.
Yes.
Now, sure, all those people deserve to be killed, so they're all in hell.
Yep.
And so when he goes to hell, he has villains to fight, he has other heroes there, he has family members that he's killed, he's had loved ones that have died probably because of their involvement with him that Sabretooth killed. It has like all this stuff, and to make matters even worse, his body's still on Earth possessed by demons killing more loved ones. Ooh. So it has the most killing and the most demons and the most entrails of any Wolverine book ever. Jason Aaron's the man. I love you, Jason Aaron. And that's great. It's out now. And then the dollar books are back. Our dollar menu's back. We pioneered this. We got David Gabriel of Marvel to do this. He's like, I don't know if I want to copy DC. I was like, no, we told DC to do it too. You're copying us. And he fell for it. Boom. And then we told him, we kept sending emails like, make more. We need these. And the Ultimates. Yeah. So good. It's Mark Miller from Nemesis Kick-Ass. He reimagined the Avengers, modernized everything. Hulk is awesome.
It's so good.
And the art's great. It's Brian Hitch. And this is the dollar first issue. And if you like it, you go on into the books.
It's true.
And it's great. So give it a shot. Astonishing X-Men. This is the most successful X-Men book ever written.
Hands down.
If you've never read an X-Men book, you'll love it.
Right.
If you've read every X-Men book, you'll
love
it. It doesn't contradict anything, but you don't need to know anything.
Yeah.
What else do you want to say about it?
If you don't read X-Men, but you like Joss Whedon, this is written by Joss Whedon, okay? He did Serenity, he did Firefly, he did Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is awesome. He always does a big cast, and he always has like a group of people with special abilities, and that's all because of this book, of X-Men. He loves X-Men. He loves Kitty Pryde. That's why he created Buffy, because he has a big crush on Kitty, so he just wanted to write her, and then now he gets to write her. He handpicked her for this team, put her on this team, picked all his favorite guys. It's awesome.
Mike loves Buffy.
I love Buffy.
The whole thing is X-Men influenced Joss Whedon so much, and X-Men is the gamut of like sci-fi and supernatural stuff and everything, and it's just great stuff. So if you come in a comic shop, ask Mike about Astonishing. He'll definitely give you an issue 1 for free.
I will.
And next time he sees you, he's just gonna chase you around the store until you buy volume 1.
Yeah.
So anyway, with his penis out. Okay. So, but it's intangible.
Yeah.
So anyway. Thanks, and comics are boosterific. Bye-bye.